The Community Roundup brought to you by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. I'm Jordan Prentice, and today I am joined by Bill and Fay Bouffioux, and they own XY Ranch here just outside of Fort St. John. This is like technically Baldonnel, right?
No.
No? Still Fort
No,
St. John?
we're neither or.
Oh, right, it's like PRRD, right? Okay. And Bill and Fay have recently received the Century Award from the province of British Columbia. And Century Farm Awards are awarded by the province to honor pioneers whose farm, ranch, or agricultural organization has been active in BC for 100 years. Bill and Fay, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for asking us.
Of course. So congratulations on your Century Award. What an honor that is. Tell me a little bit about the history of your ranch.
Well, Dad started the ranch in 1916. He was in Butte, Montana, and got in mines, and he got silicosis. So the doctor said, well, he had maybe 6 months to live. This is 1912 or something.
Oh, wow.
So they said if you get out in the fresh air, you might live a little longer. So some millionaire bankrolled him, and he went to the Yukon and Alaska following the gold rush. Then he rode through this country, so then he thought, boy, what a place to raise cattle. So he come back and homesteaded.
And here we are now.
And here we are
Well,
now.
that's remarkable. And can you tell me where the XY came from?
The XY is just a brand that at that time you didn't have a choice. They just
Assigned it.
assigned one. That's
Okay.
right.
And he kind of stuck with
And
it.
there's an XY in Vanderhoof or something.
Okay. Okay, well, I like it. I think it
Yeah,
sounds...
it's a good, neat brand, yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. It is.
And so the Century Award, like I said, what an honor that is. And I mean, this ranch is basically a piece of history here in the Peace region, which is remarkable. And folks, you can't actually see, but there's just so many cool artifacts and pieces of history for the Bouffioux family that are like all around the way Bill has it set up. It's really beautiful and amazing. How does it feel to receive this award?
I think it's an honor, especially an honor for my father.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you say, 100 years, and that's very significant.
Yeah.
In Canada, not in Europe, but in Canada it is.
Absolutely. And if your father was here today, what do you think his reaction would be?
Good job, Billy.
Yeah? Do you think that's what he would say?
Pretty much. He didn't show much emotion.
That's okay. Only when it counts, right?
yeah.
So, well, that's remarkable. So you were telling me before we started the interview, previously XY Ranch was a cattle farming ranch, and now you guys are strictly bison. So can you
Correct.
tell me about that?
Well, we started with Herefords shortly after we bought the farm from Dad in 1965, and then we started with some registered Herefords, and we showed a lot of them too, and won a lot of prizes. And then it just got to be too much work trying to raise bison. And Faye can tell you a story about the last time she checked for calves.
It was about 12 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock checking. A snowsuit and a lantern, and there was the heifer that just had her calf. And she was a good mom, but she wouldn't let me near. And she got me out in the dam for quite a while, and I was really getting cold. So I started running, and when I felt her, I just hit her with the lantern, walked into the house, ran into the house, right down to the bedroom, and said, "This grandma's over. I'm not doing it anymore."
Oh my goodness. Like pitch black, freezing cold. Oh my God.
In February,
Oh my
during
goodness.
calving time.
So no more.
No more. And I
But
didn't.
there's a huge, everybody wants bison now anyways, right? It's better for you, I guess, than...
A little healthier, yes.
Much easier too.
Is it?
They're smart.
The calves, we had to dry them off in the barn, and then they would get navel infection, and then they get scours, and we'd be up 24 hours for 6 weeks. Where the bison, I've only seen maybe a dozen born in
And I have never
30
seen one.
30 years. They
Wow.
just do it themselves. They look after themselves. They're really
Self-sufficient.
self-sufficient.
And they'll forage more before they'll go to a bale.
Oh, that's so cool. I had no idea.
Actually, Dad and I had a partner, Dr. Crawford. They imported a heifer from BC Museums or something
Yeah.
in 1930, 29 and 30. And they wanted to crossbreed her with Hereford cattle, or whatever cattle, and see if they would graze a little bit longer. But she was kind of a bossy old girl, and she just bossed everybody around, and she'd stand them. They had a big round, kind of a barn deal where they would winter the cows and calves, and she'd stand in the doorway and wouldn't let anybody in. And she didn't know what a fence was. She'd just wander around the country.
Oh, wow.
They finally had to get rid of her, and they donated the meat to the hospital, Providence
Oh, cool.
Hospital.
Okay.
And they had a big barbecue and invited people from all over.
Oh, that's so cool. And like, how many bison do you guys have now, would you say? Do you know?
About about 100 right now.
100?
We did have over 200 at one time, but we kind of cut back a little bit.
That's remarkable. That's so cool. And they're not on film or on camera right now, but Bill and Fay's daughters are here as well. And I just think that it's really cool that this is just a really family-oriented business.
Totally, yeah.
So do you plan to, when you're ready to stop with the farming, are you planning to pass it down?
Yes.
And
Oh,
keep
it's
it in
already
the family?
It's already in
we've-
place, yeah.
Oh, it's all
We've
right.
already have
Including our great-grandson
our
Oh,
and
cool.
great-granddaughter.
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Well, congratulations.
And
Thank
we
you.
also celebrated our 60th wedding anniversary.
Oh, happy
well.
anniversary. Oh,
So
that's remarkable, you guys. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to tell me
You're
about your
welcome,
ranch. Yeah, what a learning experience. I don't know anything about this kind of stuff at all. So
do you know what that is up over there?
no, what is it?
It's a milk separator.
So what does that do?
The cream comes out the bottom, the milk comes out the top.
That's even a thing that you can.
round. Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. And do you still use it or? Is
Oh,
it,
yeah, it still works.
No, but we don't use it, no.
No, we haven't used it.
right,
no,
because you don't need it for bison.
well, that and
It's a little difficult.
it'd be hard to milk a bison. It would be,
Okay.
but,
Okay.
No, if it worst comes to worst, the way the world is, we've got everything, we can still survive.
That's really cool. That's very, very. I mean,
I
you never
made-
know these days,
I made
right?
my
So
own butter. I made my
Wow.
own cottage cheese.
that is like
Yeah.
the true definition of homesteading, I think, isn't it? When you can.
It was a true definition of not having enough money to buy.
Well, you can look at it that way, or it's just
Yeah,
smart
we
to
knew.
be able to do it
Yeah.
yourself. So good
And
for
I
you
was
guys.
a city gal, so I didn't know anything.
Oh, me too.
I didn't know anything.
That's
I learned quick.
amazing. And so, when did you guys meet? Or 60 years ago? So I guess that would be in the 1960s.
63.
Okay.
We met in 59,
Okay.
and Bill was in UBC.
So he taught you how to.
And we had to wait till he turned 21 before we could get married because his dad wouldn't.
Oh my gosh, that's so sweet. Well, thank you so much, you guys, for
Okay, you're welcome.
taking the time
Thank
to
you
talk to
taking
me.
the time, too.
Oh no, my pleasure. This has been a huge learning experience for me, so I really appreciate it. For those of you just joining us, you've been watching Community Roundup, brought to you by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. I'm Jordan Prentice, and today I've been joined by Bill and Fay Bouffioux, the owners of XY Ranch, who have recently received a Century Award for their contribution to agriculture, farming, and ranching for over 100 years now. So, yeah, thanks again, guys, and we
And
will see
thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.